gonna sound like I'm hating, but it's just being real. The Lakers feel cooked, and they're gonna break LeBron. They gotta
cooked.
stop having this man play 40 minutes to beat fucking mid teams in the fucking West.
Man.
But here's my thing. When Darvin Ham stuck to this schedule, like, hey, 29, 30 minutes, Laker Nation went in an uproar. Why aren't you playing no more? Why aren't you playing no more? And now they mad because he's playing 40 minutes. Like, and the thing is, LeBron, this is what irritates people like me about LeBron. Like games where he's getting blown out. You're playing 40 minutes because you're chasing stats. Like you could easily
say it out loud. They're gonna think we hating. We always hating on Bron.
Right. What's the point of you being out there when y'all like you're down? Y'all down big. You're not coming back. Why are you still in the game? Because you're getting stats. And then it's like when the playoffs come, especially the last few years, oh, he ran out of gas. He's tired. So all those games where you could have rested, even if y'all winning by a blowout, why are you still in? And it's clear you make your decisions because Darvin Ham, those first couple games, was sticking to the schedule, sticking to the plan, 29, 30 minutes. LeBron said, I want to play. He said, okay.
I do think there's not a desire. Like, he's not going to have. Remember that it was that second and third last season, the last championship Timmy won. They weren't trying to play him 40 minutes. No. They're like, we need you in key moments. We gotta let the young guys take the bulk of the minutes. You'll still be a starter, but Tim Duncan at 30 plus, like you're not gonna have you playing like that. It feels like that's not how they do Bron. And it's a marvel in some respects to see it, but like at the same time, it's like, what do you want? Do you want to average 30 and be the oldest person to average 30? Or do you want a legit chance to win? I think what it says to me is they don't think they're gonna win. This is what it feels like to me. If you really had a legit chance, but you're gonna need to have rest and kind of pace yourself, why wouldn't you be doing it? It's 2-3 weeks into the season. You playing 40 minutes.
And getting smacked.
And still losing. Or you're barely winning, which means you're not getting shit from nobody else. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, and it goes to a lot of how LeBron plays. Like he has the same factor that James Harden has when he comes to a team. Now, obviously, he's better than James Harden, but it's like I don't fit in the system. I am the system.
He deserved that though.
Yeah, but he's like Peyton Manning. Like we could play your way, but you're not going to win.
But that's why you bring Peyton Manning though.
Yeah, but you also have Tom Brady who can play in any system, and I can make it great. Instead, I have to be.
I think they're both great, and they're different types of great. Because I think, would you expect Kobe to not want to play 40 minutes if he still feels like he has enough in the tank?
Yeah, but it's like the thing is with Kobe could play with any system. So LeBron is like, they want like, here, AD, take the keys, or we got all this talent. He will never allow his way he plays. He will never allow other guys to beat them, and he'll just take a back seat. So, like, part of him playing all these minutes, collecting stat, like he just refuses to just be like, yo, let other dudes do stuff. So, like, score, move the ball, pass the ball, off ball movement.
Realistically, I said this to somebody the other day, because there's the question that came out about like would he still have won the championship or been as dominant if he went to the Heat? And I said, I mean, there's thoughts I have on that, but thinking about to that team, right? The reason I kind of agree with Reek in that sense is I've been saying this for a while now, who developed under him, who took a step forward, who still got to play exactly how they played before they got next to him? The answer is nobody. Nobody's developed. Like D Wade had to be, now partially because of injuries, but D Wade had to be a lesser version of himself. Bosh had to take a back seat. And Bosh talked about it. They made me. I wanted to go do this. I was told to not do that. No one else really got much better under him or got to play the same way. So I think that speaks to the fact that him being the system means you have to fit, this round peg in the square hole. Like you have to go be that, even if you don't want to be that.
If Jordan come to your team though, are you going to try to make Jordan do what you want to do, or are you going to let Jordan do what he want to do? Because Bron is the Jordan of our era.
But Jordan does what the coach wants to do.
But here's
so Jordan
Pippen wouldn't have been what Pippen was next to LeBron. Because Jordan didn't Jordan, they talk about it with The Last Dance, and obviously we us that watched it, he fit into a system. He didn't make the system him, he fit into one. I get it in this era. If we had a Jordan of this era, would he make you do some different things? Yeah, greatness has to be appreciated and given the ability to grow. That's fine. I'm just saying, when they talk about Jordan's changes in the league, they talk about how he realized, I gotta trust my teammates more. I have to do more of this. I have to let them be what they are. To an extent. I feel like LeBron does less of that. And again, with his team success, I get him being like, fuck you, do what I want. But like, I think it also hurt. Like if I'm a young guy and I see Bron coming to my team, I'm terrified because I know I'm not gonna be what I could potentially be next to you. Even Kyrie, who was already a bucket, said, "I'm out this bitch."
Whether it works or not, he has a track record of coming in and instantly bringing your team to the playoff. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
So
in the East.
Yeah, more in the East.
Yeah,
more in the East than the West.
More, but he's done it. He's done it more than not. He's probably done it more than anybody else. If he comes in and this is his strength. This is like, this isn't Jordan's strength. Jordan isn't like, I don't know, but it didn't appear that this side of the thing was Jordan's strength. He wasn't involved in that stuff. He wanted to stay out of politics. I just want to hoop, right? So if everybody praises LeBron's strength about putting a team together, knowing all the plays and understanding this at this high IQ level that he supposedly has, then I think if you're going to give him that, this comes with it. I come to a team, I'm the IQ guy. Let's just do it my way.
Yeah, but your way sucks now. You're 40.
I agree. I agree to an extent, G. I do. I agree to an extent. Yes, you're the guy, right? You've been the guy, you've won, right? But no one gets to live in a fucking vacuum. No one gets to walk in a room and always be right. No one's always right. So to sit there and say, because you're here, we have to always do it your way, because that's what Pat Riley told his ass. We can't just always do shit your way. Winning titles takes time. It takes effort. It takes cohesion. And it can't just be the LeBron show. And that's just a fact. That is just a fact. Even when he played with Ty Lue was like, yo, listen, we got to do it this way. You hear the stories of them bumping heads, them telling them, yo, get it together, do this, do that. Because you are not, like, I know that people talk up his ability, his mental, and that's fine. But this nigga is not basketball Jesus. He's not without fault. Like, what do we now he can't be coached. We can't change the system. He can't be told play a little less minutes. He can't pass the ball more to this guy, let him initiate more here. Like, that's the problem. He becomes too big to be told to do anything.
Have you watched any of the Laker games?
Yeah, I watched it.
I don't know if they have much more than him.
I understand that, but my point is, you can't will them to a championship by himself. No. You gonna have to let them do that shit and figure and see what it is.
But who are we to stop him from feeling like he can?
But
you do whatever you want. I just don't expect to win. Right. That's my point. I don't fucking care what you do.
My thing is, like, they hyped this team up. They got all this talent, and nobody's really, like, prime example. They had Lonnie Walker last year. He's averaging like 17 this year on Brooklyn. He wasn't allowed to do any of that last year with the Lakers. It's like guys like LeBron, like they nerf guys' talent because they dominate everything so much. So you look at
Yeah.
like when I say James Harden with the system, he calls himself the system. Look at the Sixers, best record in the East, and everybody like Tobias Harris is cooking, Tyrese Maxey is cooking because they're all playing together. And like even Embiid said today, there's no egos on the team. So like with LeBron, because he's such a dominating, polarizing figure, like he dominates so much when they play, it's hard for those other guys to just be them and just do what they do.
Shump
Gabe
said
Vincent,
this too. Shump said the same thing. It's like it's hard to play with him because he just that's Bron. He gonna just the ego's so big, you gotta just deal with this shit. Like he said this, and he not the only one.
I mean, you're not wrong. I still think there's a lot on their team that, maybe he feels like he can will them. So, I mean, I was watching Jalen Green just cook Reeves, like everything he wanted, catching alleys, stealing the ball from him, and then dunking on him for the and one. Like that's what he working with. I mean, he probably picked it, but
no, but you that's not. That's my point. You can't pick this shit to be mad at the shit you picked. And that's how it be. Your teams are how you want them. And now you mad they all 6'7" Austin Reeves can't play defense. We already knew that. But you wanted them. So you deal with them. And you let them play the minutes. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. And that's the problem. That's what I would be terrified to have on my team.
Before the season, Nick Wright said Austin Reeves is a better third option than Bradley Beal.
It was dead ass serious.
You're dead serious. That's how LeBron and Lakers. So now it's like Austin Reeves sucks because he's getting smoked, and people that know basketball knew that. But
I've been saying Reeves ain't that guy. They're like, yo, he may be the best player on Team USA. Like, what?
Right, he got cooked every night.
Cooked. They went right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we could do that to him too every night.
Right, he's a cone.
He's a cone. Now they talk about let's bring Caruso back. The guy they gave up for another LeBron guy, THT, who's also no longer on the team.
I'm just saying, man.
THT.
I'm just saying, like when you the thing with LeBron, and this is why I'm saying you can't always just listen to one guy. He comes in, he says make the team this way, and it may work for a little bit, and when it fucking sucks, well, it's been a wild ride, guys. See ya. Go to another team. Winning. Get a chip. Feeling great. It turns to shit.
You know LeBron he reminds me of like the old, like you got an old dude who don't know technology too much and they trying to figure something out on the computer. And you like, all right, let me like get up so I can do this. And they don't want to get up. Like, no, just show me. Like that's LeBron. Like you don't want to give up the seat. You don't want to give up the keys. Let people show them I do something new. Like, come on, man.
That's a thing that I was thinking. Like, I could never see LeBron taking the back seat. Like, LeBron doesn't have it in him to do what Melo did. Like, I just want to play. And that is kind of problematic to me, which this is where I do agree with y'all, which means that anytime LeBron wants to play on your team, pretty much just give up the next however many years he decides he's going to play +3 because he ruined your team now and for the future.
Oh, I've been saying, I'm like, 100%. There is no having a great team when he leaves. It's you mortgage the future, the distant future, and maybe even immediate future for hopefully 4 or 5 seasons of a contender and hopefully a chip.
Right. Get your ticket prices up for a couple years and then hope it sticks.
Like that's all you hoping for. And you just hope like Miami had a pretty big Miami and Cleveland had decent bounce backs, but it usually falls with you getting somebody in the lottery or a big free agent.
But that's also
start this shit.
Every single player that's played for Miami has said they probably have one of the best organizations in the league. So it's like Miami was probably going to be okay because they just have good leadership. You look at Cleveland, they don't have good leadership.
You worry about Cleveland. But you're right. I think, but again, that's Pat Riley. And that's what I think Riley was trying to tell him. He's like, you about to leave? It's sweet over here. And he knows because he's been around the league. He's like, bro, we doing great over here. There we are. But I don't want to say Lakers are done. It's early, but like from what I'm seeing, yikes.
Somebody will get traded. They'll make a push.
They're gonna have to trade somebody because LeBron not gonna sit with that shit. LeBron not
Oh, for a
going
fact.
out like that.
Reeves better start looking. He better start buying a new home somewhere. He's out there. When I say Jalen Green got everything, this is probably the first NBA game I watched this year too. It's like, man, he just literally doing whatever he wanted on the court.
It made Jalen Green look like you know,
Yo,
like Jalen Green was cooking Reeves.
he couldn't decide. Like, it didn't matter if he went under or over. He still shot the three. He went over the screen. He still shot the 300. Like, dang, dude, you ain't no presence. You are invisible.
Donks,
Layups. He was at some point. He walked up to him, took the ball. Get him out of there.
And
Why Russell ain't handling the ball, man? He doing too much.
And then on top of that, I also wouldn't be happy to be a LeBron teammate either because LeBron don't play no defense, so he ain't gonna help you. And then
you getting cooked. Yeah, he too fast for me, brother. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna have to figure that shit.
Every almost foul, man. He's yelling at the refs. It's like, dude, if you had ran back, you could have got a block. You're known for the chase down block, and yet you never chase anything anymore.
I mean, listen, Father Time is undefeated. I don't give a fuck who you are. And Bron feeling that shit now, man. Listen, ain't sweet no more, bro. It's been a wild ride, man, but
nah,
it's not gonna
y'all
be that
right.
no more, man.
Stats. This is a stat run, and you know
like
what?
Last night, it was like no reason for you to still be in it. Like y'all was getting hit. Like there's no reason for y'all to still be in the game, man.
None.
Right.
None.
And they got staring them down the whole game.
Right. They can't wave the white flag because you're still in there. So they got to keep our starters in there. So you're just getting and making it worse.